You've made it to the quiet part of your day now, so go ahead and rest your body down. Wherever you are, let yourself begin to settle. There's no place else you need to be. No tasks left to complete. Just this moment. Just this soft story. And your breath. Take a deep, slow breath in. Let your shoulders rise with the inhale. And as you exhale, feel them fall, melting into warmth and stillness. Let your eyes drift gently closed. If they haven't already, you're set. You're warm. You're home. You can let go now. Imagine a soft blanket of twilight wrapping around you. The gentle hush of evening winds brushing against the leaves. A crackling hearth blowing in the distance. Flickering gold and amber, sending tiny shadows dancing along stone walls. Let your breath follow the rhythm of the spinning wheel. Round, and round, slow and steady. Because tonight, our story begins in a village nestled deep among forested hills, where stars glimmer like threads of silver above. Begin storytelling voice, still soft and hushed. Our story tonight begins by firelight in a thatched roof cottage at the very edge of the village of There, wrapped in the hush of night, lives an old weaver named Maiden. Her hair is silver as moonlight, her fingers thin and nimble. She has spent more years at her spinning wheel than anyone can count. Each evening, when the last of the birds have stilled and the wind settles low among the trees, Maiden lights a single lantern beside her hearth and begins to spin. The flax is soft and pale, harvested by hand during the midsummer moon. She draws it out gently, feeding it into her spindle with hands that move like water fluid and calm, never hurried. And as she spins, she whispers, not words you or I might understand, but blessing, old as the hills and soft as snowfall. Little murmurs tucked into every thread, for peace, for health, for good dreams and safe travel. And it's said in Thimble Hollow that if you wear something woven by Malin, you'll never walk alone. Some believe that the thread remembers. Slow, sleepy imagery. The wheel turns, creaking ever so gently. Whirring like the heartbeat of the horse tick attack. Whoosh! You can almost hear it now. Can't you? The soft wooden rhythm lulling the cottage and you into stillness. Outside her window, moonlight pours across the hills like a silver river. The leaves of the ash tree just beyond her door rustle faintly with every breeze, and fireflies blink lazily beneath its boughs, keeping time with the spinning wheel's dance. Inside all is warm, all is soft, all is steady. Whispers of lore. There is a secret known only to the spinners of old. That thread carries more than fiber. It carries memory. It carries thoughts. It carries knowing. Long ago, before ink and parchment, before books and letters, weavers whispered truths into thread. The guild of silent spinners, they were once called. Women and men who passed down their craft, not through voice, but through touch. Their secret hidden in tension, in twist, in the way a thread would lean ever so slightly to the left or hold just the faintest sheen of moondew in its braid. Malin learned this way, not from a teacher who spoke, but from an old shawl left by her grandmother, a shawl she took apart, strand by strand, reading the pattern like a language. That's how she came to know the blessing for calm minds, the prayer for restful nights, the lullaby meant only for newborns. Soothing, atmospheric moment. Tonight, she spins by moonlight again. The fire is burned low, leaving only embers. Crackling now and then like whispers from the past. Malin hums a tune beneath her breath. One with no words, only feeling attuned to threads, no violence. In her lap rests a basket of fresh flax, each bundle still kissed by the scent of the summer field. Lavender, a trace of sage, the faintest breath of chamomile. Scents that drift through the warm air, mingling with the woody smell of the hearth. She leans into the rhythm, her foot on the treadle, the wheel turning, And you, listening. Breathe. The spindle glimmers in the firelight, catching sparks of gold as it dances. It spins not just thread, but story, memory, dream. Deeper into trance-like comfort with every thread drawn, the cottage grows quieter still. You can almost feel the hush settle over everything like a blanket draped across your shoulders. The walls seem to lean inward, listening. Even the wind outside slows, just to hear Melon's whispers. She spins a thread for you tonight, did you know that? Yes, she's known you are coming. She saw it in the stars. The one she reads between spins through the little round window above her loom. So she spins your thread with care. It's soft and strong. It carries a wish for peaceful dreams, for a light heart, for gentle sleep. Fade into gentle night imagery. The thread stretches on, fine as spider silk, gleaming faintly with the light of 1,000 hearts before it. Outside, the moon has climbed higher, its silver face full and round, watching over the valley. Somewhere, an owl calls once, and then silence again. The weaver smiles. She ties off the thread, lays it softly into the basket, and rests her hands in her lap. The wheel slows. Tick, tick. Silence. And all is still. Sleep cue! You're welcome to stay here a while, beside Melon's hearth, in the hush of her cottage. As the last glow of embers fades into soft ash, let your breath rise and fall, as gently as the spindle once turned. Let her blessings wrap around you like a hand-woven shawl, soft and warm, and full of dreams. Sleep now. You are safe. You are cherished. You are held in golden thread. The embers in the hearth have dimmed now, and a velvet hush fills the corners of the room. But Melaine does not rise yet. She sits in stillness, her eyes reflecting the last flicker of orange light, as if seeing something beyond the fire. Perhaps the past, perhaps the threads yet to come. She has always known that stories are not only spoken, but spun, carried through fiber like wind through tall grass. Quiet but present, always there if you know how to listen. Behind her, the old wooden loom waits, its frame worn smooth by decades of hand. And beside it, in a little chest beneath the window, lie skeins of thread, each one holding its own scent. Some are meant for cloaks, two warm winter travelers on their way through mountain pack, others for baby wraps, woven so tenderly you might think they were made of breath itself. But a few, just a precious few, are dream threads. The dream threads are spun only beneath full moons, and only by weavers who know the old ways. Malin is one such weaver, and tonight, with the moon sailing high above the trees, she chooses one of the dream skeins. Its color is neither gold nor silver, but something in between. A shimmer like morning fog, or starlight on still water. She threads the loom with care, not rushing, never rushing. She hums a pattern under her breath, soft, steady, hypnotic. A lullaby only to threads, remember? And with each shuttle path, a scene begins to form. It starts with a hill, gentle and green, crowned with wild flowers that sway in rhythm with your breath. Then a stream, clear and shallow, its stones worn smooth by time. And finally, a figure, you're resting beneath a willow tree, bare feet in the grass, eyes half closed, watching the clouds drift by. This is your dream tapestry. One Malin is weaving for you now. The loom creaks with each motion, like the gentle rocking of a boat at sea. Back and forth, back and forth. The shuttle slides like a whisper between the threads, pulling story through structure, softening time itself. Outside, the night deepens. The stars hang heavy with silence. The forest listens. And inside, Malin weaves on. Each thread a thought, a wish, a hope, whispered into the fabric of your dreams. The air smells faintly of beeswax and dried lavender, the scent warmed by the hearth and woven into the wool. You breathe it in, slowly, peacefully, like a lullaby in scent form. Did you know that in ancient days, some weavers believed their threads could guide the soul during sleep? That if woven just right, a strand of flax or wool could tether you gently to the waking world, while letting your spirit roam freely among dreams. Malin believes this. That's why her dream tapestries are never sold, only given only to those in need of rest, of comfort, of healing. And tonight, this one is yours. She weaves your piece into every row. Soft lines that drift across your mind like mist over morning fields. And as she ties the final knot, she places her hand gently upon the fabric, not to press, but to bless. She closes her eyes and whispers the oldest blessing she knows. Not in words, but in breath. A promise to guide your rest, to ease your thought, to cradle you in quiet until morning comes. You lie now within the dream she's made. A world spun from thread, from care, from lullabies never spoken aloud. The stars above shift slow, constellations tracing ancient stories in silence. The breeze is warm, just enough to stir your hair, just enough to remind you that this place is made for you. A soft rustle of leaves nearby, the gentle hush of water flowing somewhere in the distance, and your breath slowing now. As your body surrenders to stillness, you are wrapped in a tapestry held by the threads, guided by Melon's care. Let go now. There is nothing left to do. The weaver has finished her work, and your dreams are safely stitched into the very heart of the night. Sleep, deep and undisturbed. You are cherished. You are protected. You are wrapped in moonlit threads that carry only peace. Drift now. Drift into the story, into the dream, into the hush of the spinning wheel's final breath.